Hi there. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're looking at. Thanks for joining me and watching this segment of the SEO lesson for your damage restoration website. Now, for this section, I'm really going to focus on website usability. So we've already gone over some of these things in the section one, lesson one, where we talked about really building out a great website that's built for user experience and, more importantly, to get leads for your damage restoration business. And this one, just a quick review of that, and then we're also going to go into another area that we really didn't focus on during that website lesson, and that is optimizing your website's page speed. So, mobile friendly. As I said before, very important. Everyone's using their mobile phone to navigate the web and find the services that they're looking for. And some of the tools, I would start off with the Google Mobile Friendly tool. And just a reminder, if you're not sure how to navigate to that, just type in Google Mobile Friendly, and it should come right up for you, where you can actually just put in your URL directly into this box here. And so I would not only test your homepage, but also look at some of the other important pages on your website, because if you're using different elements like big pictures or video on those pages, you could get different results. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, once, I would say the Google Mobile Friendly test is the bare minimum. It needs to meet that. Now, once you pass that test, then if you're using a popular website builder like WordPress or Squarespace, most of those templates are built in mobile friendly. The next step would be to look at it on ready.mobi. So ready.mobi, it allows you to look at your website on different devices. So it basically simulates how your device is going to look on those devices, or how your website is going to look on those devices. And so once you have done that, my third step, and you can combine this with the second step, is just to do a manual review. Just look at your website on different devices, whether that's an iPad, any other type of tablet, phone. If your team members have different phones, that's always good just to have them look at it, just to see if anything doesn't look quite right. I would also have someone who maybe isn't as tech savvy take a look at your website on different devices as well, because whereas people who go online regularly, they may be very comfortable with navigating the website. If you have someone who's not as tech savvy or not as online savvy look at it, they might point out things that you might miss if you are talking to someone who is a regular internet user. And sometimes your potential customer, they may not be that accustomed to using their mobile phone to looking at different websites or navigating different websites. So I would say that's a good last step, just to make sure you aren't letting anything fall through the crack. Now, while you're looking at your website and looking at it on different devices, just look at functionality. So make sure that your forms, they're easy to use. Now, I typically prefer shorter forms with less fields, because if someone's on mobile, they don't want to be on their phone and just, sitting there typing. So try to keep your forms as short as possible, so that you're not making someone do that on their mobile phone. Make sure that your videos look good. Make sure that your pictures look good. They're not overlapping with anything on your pages. Make sure that the spacing looks good on your mobile on the mobile version, and also make sure that your buttons are easy to use. Make sure that they aren't too small, so that anyone can easily click them to get where they need to go on your website. And that's pretty much it for mobile friendliness and functionality. So I would say, when we're looking at SEO, once you have your Google My Business up to speed, definitely take a look at your website mobile friendliness, and then this next part here, page speed. So for page speed, I prefer to use a tool called webpagetest.org. It is a free tool. And it's pretty simple to use. So you just plug in your website. In this case, in this example, I found a website in the Chicago area, and it's basically going to give you some different scores. And so you see here the letter grade. So this website actually came out really well. They pretty much have a green, A and B for pretty much all of the main categories. But really what I want you to focus on are two key metrics. So the first is first byte. So how long does it take the first byte to load? And obviously the faster that is, the better. But you don't want this to be over 1.5 seconds. That's usually my benchmark. And then the second metric that you really want to pay attention to is first contentful paint. And this pretty much measures, the time from when someone navigates to your website, the time that some content starts loading above the fold. And that's really important because, let's say you have a long page of content. It's not as important if that content at the bottom takes a little bit longer to load, because that's not the first thing prospective customer is seeing anyway when they go to your website. So making sure that content above the fold loads quickly is very important. And again, I would aim at around 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds for your first contentful paint. And, when you get these up to par, it will definitely help your overall load time, which, if you're under 3 seconds, then you're good to go. But if it's over 3 seconds, then that's when you want to look at how you can optimize your website speed for better user experience. And that's pretty much it to optimizing your website's usability for SEO. Now, this is something that we do provide our SEO clients. So if you are having trouble improving your website speed, or maybe you don't have access to a developer who can help you with that, we're happy to provide a free consultation. Just give us a call at the number here on the slide. We'll take a look at your website and also the other areas that I'm covering in this webinar, and we'll be able to provide you actionable steps you can take to really improve your SEO, improve your website usability, and really to take the right step forward with your company's digital presence. So take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next segment, where we're going to go over strategic keyword research for your damage restoration company.